What's up, you guys? Another amazing day for Tesla, up 1.89%, and we are moving right up here into our value area that we thought Tesla was going to move to. We talked in yesterday's video that Tesla's probably going to continue to push up to about $250, $260, and that I was planning to short it once we got up into that level. So let's just take a look now on the 65-minute chart, and let's see what drove price up today. You're going to be able to see that today we ended up having this open at about 235.41, and we have two bullish order blocks that are coming in here. These two bullish order blocks was enough volume and enough strength to push Tesla up into this range of about $242.36. You can see here that the major volume level was sitting here between 235 out here to about 232. So when we see 200 SMA support here, 50 SMA support, 11 SMA support, and a ton of bullish order flow, and a ton of bullish order blocks, there's a very good chance that we're going to end up bouncing from this level, which we ended up seeing. Now, as we push up into this resistance range of about $240, we do have an order block from back here on November 15th, which acted as a resistance point. But I do believe that we will probably see Tesla continue to move up the rest of the week into next week up to about $245. Now, if we move back on the 65, you're going to see that the next level from here is that 260 order block level once again. So even on all of these time frames, everything is lining up. And that's honestly what I recommend a lot of you guys to do. A lot of people go against the trend. There's really no need to. There's no need to be shorting this at this moment here. All the trends are looking good. All the time frames are looking good. And it seems that if we can continue to push here, we should be able to see Tesla continue to run. Now, if we zoom in a bit, you are going to see that our trading bot, our swing trading bot, has been performing very well. So far has taken two positions in November. You can see that's up 6.8% so far this month with two winning trades that we ended up tracking and posting on Twitter. So what our trading bot, and honestly it's just a very simple strategy, but what it's really looking for is price to be trending over the 11 SMA, which is this blue line here, which it was happening back here. As well, we need to be trading over the 50 SMA, which is this red line. So this right here is a buy signal for Tesla. We're definitely going to be getting into a trade here. And then what we're going to be doing is setting a take profit or a stop loss. This trade that happened before really the beginning of November, this trade here was a loss. Like right in the beginning of November, I should say, we came up, we were up for a bit, couldn't hold price level, pulled back, and then we tagged out of our stop loss. Right as soon as we tagged, this is why, like, if I was actually trading this myself, I would have held this position because of this bullish order block that came through. We get a lot of people in our community who are like, hey, how do I just install your trading bots and let it trade for me? I can do a video in the future if you'd like me to, but I can allow these to trade entirely for me, but I don't. I just use them in conjunction with my trading, and I share them on our Discord community with you. But you can see here, this would have been our entry, and then from here, we would have taken a small loss of about 2.5%, which is super chill, not a big loss at all, just to bounce right back up, and then once again, very easy entry requirements. We just need to be trending over the 11 and trending over the 50, which is what we got. We enter our trade right here at 214.49, and then boom, close it out for a 4% profit. So that profit right there already had paid for that prior trade. And now that we're continuing to trend back up, we enter once again here because we're trading still over that level. And now we're up about 9% on Tesla in just the past 8 days. So this move, obviously phenomenal, and it should be taking profits as we break out into $252. Same thing on smaller time frames. The same situation that happened with the day trading bot today, where we're trending over these same levels. We had this beautiful bull flag breakout here on the smaller time frame, and we're always sticking with the trend, guys. 200 SMA, Tesla's trending over it, trending over the 50 SMA, and trending over the 11 SMA on the 15 minutes. So when we're trending over all these SMAs on all of these time frames, it's a good time to be going long. And I've been saying for a while, I'm going to go short at 260. Why? Right? We've talked about this a lot in the past couple of days, but my main reason is this bearish order block and this big area of resistance. Once we push up into this level, like right about here, this is where I'm going to begin to go short, and I'm going to be running a very, very tight stop loss, because the truth is, while this is a strong resistance point, there's nothing else that's telling me to go short. And the way that I'm going to go short is just selling covered calls against my long-term shares. So I should say that first, and maybe getting some puts. But basically, if we don't reject at like 260, this thing is going to rally in the next couple of months all the way up to 300 bucks. Easy, easy, easy. Like with probably by February, January, maybe even, we could fill this gap up here at $290 and continue to run. So if you're a Tesla bull, basically we have to reject here in the next couple of weeks at 260 bucks for us not to continue to break out. But if we break through 260, Tesla is easily going to run up to 300. And if we run up to 300, look at how thin the volume is over here on the right side on the volume profile. So little volume will continue to run easily. For those of you who are newer to this channel, or if you've never heard of volume profiles before, I can definitely explain it very briefly because it's one of my favorite trading tools to use, especially on bigger time frames. But on the right side of your screen here, you're going to see these dark blue bars. They might be hard for you to see. You can change them to whatever color you like on your own charts. But what these are going to show you is not just how much volume was there in a day, but it's going to show you actually on a timestamp of the map of this chart what price level we have volume at. So you can see here that the thickest areas of volume, the widest areas of volume are our most important. So if I come through here, we can tag this level here as being our highest. That's where the red line is. This is called our point of control. If I were to go into my properties, you can see here that the point of control is red. That's the color that we're going to use. And basically, this is just saying this is the highest amount of volume. This is always going to act as support, and it's always going to act as a resistance. If we revert back down to the daily chart, you're going to notice, look at where our point of control was, right down here, and look at where we bounced, right off point of control. So these areas of volume are very, very important, and they're definitely areas of interest to be marking off on your charts. And you can see that when we have a ton of volume, we're going to be seeing these areas act as support and resistances. Just like this level, from about $255.58 down to $200, this is a very thick area of volume on the volume profile. So anytime we're within this level, we're going to see tight price consolidation. And anytime we're below this level, like from 190 all the way down to even 50 bucks even. It's been a while since then, but if we're really just looking at volume, there's really no volume from here. Anytime we're under here, very violent moves. Look at how volatile. In this one span of about 2 months, we had a 46% drop, followed by a month and 4 weeks. So basically that's 2 months. I don't know why I wouldn't just say 2 months. 100% return back up. So when we're in these thin areas of volume on the volume profile, as stated here, 200 down to 57, and then about 250, we'll really call it 260, all the way up to like 350 plus. These areas are going to be very volatile, and they're going to be massive moves. So I think that once we push up over $257, there's nothing stopping from Tesla moving back up to 350 and back up to about 407 bucks. Now, let's talk about some flow that was posted today within our Trading Academy, and I did post it here over on X. If you guys don't follow me on X, you really need to be. I post a lot of trades over there. I post so much unusual flow. It's one of the best places to get instant updates from myself. And you should also be a part of our Discord, which is completely free. You guys get access to free courses, free live streams, free seminars, free webinars, and much, much more. So go and check that out. Now, I posted this flow that came through this morning, and I said these Tesla whales are up 65% right now. So we're going to go through and just talk about why this is considered unusual and why I would actually take this screenshot of the tape and consider this to be unusual. So there's 3 things that we're usually going to be looking for: size, time, urgency. So when you can see here on the third column where it says EXP, that's expiration. That is going to be 11/24. So these are weeklies, meaning that as I'm watching this come through, this person is day trading this. And you can see that we're trading, our strike was $240. And you can see here as well that at the time, the price was sitting at $240 or $241.15, $241.31, $240.21. So that means this person's buying in the money. This is usually a smart buyer. They're trading weeklies, they're going in the money, and these are all sweeps, which means they're coming in all on one exchange. This is very, very important. This is showing somebody who's just trying to get in and out as fast as they can. This is how you see the BB and AA. These means above the ask and above the ask and below the bid. These are very fast entries and exits that this person is hitting. But overall, very unusual buying. You can see a lot of sells and a lot of buys happening. This person made a very, very solid return. And then overall today, we did end up having our trading bomb on the 15-minute. If you guys are access to the Discord community, which is free, you guys will get access to these Tesla trading bots. But we had a couple of good trades. Big push up. We said earlier, this bull flag breakout. We hit a couple of these scalps here, and we are actually swinging some Tesla calls overnight. Something else that we posted over on our X is actually the heat map for today. And a lot of people had a lot of questions because I posted this saying that we had some big money flow selling cash secured puts for $230. And people are asking, like, what are cash secured puts? What does that mean? So let's talk about that. What we're going to do is go over to Black Box Stocks, which we post all of our hand-picked unusual options flow every single day over on our Discord community. So if you want to get access to that, you can. But basically what this is showing is the options chain for Tesla. And if we come back up here, you're going to see that this middle line here is going to be all of our strike prices for Tesla. And at the time, when I posted this 5 hours ago, the closest strike price to the underlying asset, which is Tesla, was 241.67. So that's why it's golden. And what you're going to see here is on the left, a cell that says C0 that comes all the way down. Another says C1 and C2, P0, P1, and P2. And basically, C0 means all calls that are expiring this Friday. C1 means all calls that are expiring next Friday, and C2 means calls expiring 2 weeks or further. P0 means puts that are expiring this Friday, P1 means puts expiring next Friday, and P2 means puts expiring 2 weeks or further out. Now, what's odd to see here to most people is that there's a lot of puts over here on the right, but for some reason they're green. For instance, these 230 puts that expire this week and these 250 puts that expire this week. The reason that they are green is because it means that the person is selling a cash secured put. So it's still going to come in as a put, and if you didn't have this information, you'd think that they're just buying puts and that the big money's bearish on Tesla. But in reality, this person is selling cash secured puts, meaning that they're not massively bearish, but this person is risking a lot of money to say that Tesla will not close below $230 by this Friday. Inherently, that's a bullish position. So not something to say, let's go buy a ton of calls on, but definitely something that seems a bit unusual. Overall, I think that Tesla is going to continue to run in the next couple of weeks. How long will it take for us to get back up to 250 or 260? We'll see what ends up happening. I'm going to continue to trade with the trend, and I'm definitely not going to chase. But don't forget, what we're really looking for here, guys, is this break in the next couple of months up over 260 to have the ability to hold, and then from there, to break out and potentially run in the next couple of months to $350. If you guys want access to all of my trades, all of my trading bots, as well as all of my live streams and courses, use the second link in the description. And if you waited this long, I'm giving you guys a massive discount. So we're giving 80% off to everybody who wants to try out our premium trading community. Basically, you just have to use the link down below and use the code 80monthly so you can start for 80% off your first month. This is only going to work until November 26th. So get in now. If you guys are like, hey, I'm a day late, I'm sorry. Hopefully you guys see it by now. If you do, thank you so much. I'm so freaking happy. I'm so excited for 2024. Thank you guys for everything, and I have a lot in store for the new year.